Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Wolfe. I am SSTI's producer and founder. I'm coming to you here from SSTI's office in New York City, where we are actively planning SSTI's 19th season. Summer 2026 is going to be huge. One of the things that we love to do, especially me, I love a bit. I love a little bit of a surprise. So we started 4 years ago the Golden Envelope tradition. So what's been happening over the last 2 weeks has been several of our alums, randomly selected from all over the country, have been receiving golden envelopes in the mail. Inside those envelopes are carefully curated clues to help you piece together what our 2026 season is. If you're brand new to the SSTI family, we do 2 4-week-long production programs that mirror a regional theater contract experience, but it's for high schoolers from all over the country. We bring in top scenic costumes, wigs, makeup, all these amazing professionals from top universities, and they're working here in New York to create this giant show for our community in beautiful Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. They get to see a professional show. The high school students get to participate in an unbelievable, unmatched experience for a young person to really see what it's like to do this for a living. We have programs, of course, for musical theater, but also technical theater. We're going to talk a little bit about those in a moment. But now we're going to get into the clues. That's what everybody wants to know. You don't want to hear me yap. You can go on our website and see more about all the different things that we do every summer at SSTI. You want to know about the clues. They're out. I think 8 out of 10 were found. Every year we have a few that don't make it, courtesy of either the Postal Service or people maybe have moved since they last gave us their address. But we have 8 out of the 10 clues. But don't worry, tonight you're going to get to see all 10 clues. We're going to start here and get ready to go with SSTI's 2026 season reveal. Let's jump into it. All right, so your clues. Again, there were 10 clues that went out across the country. They were received in various orders, of course. They numerically didn't all arrive in order, but we're going to go through what they are and what they look like. All right, clue number 1 here. I'm going to get my cursor going. All right, that looks like none other than the Bard, but he's maybe having a little bit of a bad day while time traveling because his car seems to be broken down. I don't know where he would take a broken down car, but perhaps that's part of the clues. Next up, we're going to have what appears to be a checkerboard style floor, maybe from like a diner or something like that. It's distinctly 50s in its vibe, though, not to be dismissed. Oh, look at this. That is SSTI alum Sutton Kaler, who first off, Sutton did not give me permission to use one of his production photos as a clue, but I know he's a good sport. Sutton is currently a senior at the University of Michigan, Go Blue, where he is finishing up his musical theater BFA. But this is Sutton back in the day, right before he went to Michigan, when he played Harold Hill in our production of A Music Man. Now, how that factors into the clues, that's going to be up for you to maybe puzzle piece together as we keep going. Thanks, Sutton. What's this? This looks like there's breads, there's cheeses, 2 of my favorite things, grapes, and a picnic of sort of a picnic basket, if you will. This one, our main man Finn in Texas found this and said it was the color purple, up kind of on the nose. Probably a pretty good guess, but there may be another word for purple. Our paints folks, Madison, Reagan, you may be able to chime in. This looks more like lilac. Lilac could have been what we're going for with this clue. Clue number, oh no, I've jumped back. All right, here we go. Clue number 6. That looks like a cleanup on aisle 5. What exactly that is? It looks like oil that may be spilled on some type of smooth concrete surface that you might find in like a garage. Oh, maybe even a garage where Shakespeare took that broken down Toyota that he's languishing over there on the side of the road. Let's keep going. This guy, I got some wild guesses about who this guy was, from a member of my family to some scientist who cured something. I don't know, but the person's name is actually Abraham Erlinger. Abraham Erlinger was the namesake for the Erlinger Theater, which is found on West 44th Street in New York. It was only the Erlinger Theater for about 12 years, where it then transitioned into what we commonly refer to it today as the St. James Theater. So that is Abraham Erlinger. Did you know him before today? I certainly didn't know him before I came up with the clue, but there it is. Abraham Erlinger. Clue number 8. This is Xanadu at the Helen Hayes Theater. It could go in either direction. It could be something about the Helen Hayes Theater, but it's actually about Xanadu and maybe who directed Xanadu. We'll get into that in a moment. This, I don't know, this may have been one of the clues that didn't get found, but I had clue number 9, and then underneath it, I said, it's not drugs. This is actually rosin on the floor of a ballet studio, not drugs. And this is a record, again, harkening back to maybe over here with our 50s vibe. This is a record, a stack of records, if you will. Now, let's see what clues comprise show number 1, because they're all, 5 are for show number 1 and 5 are for show number 2, but they're in no order. Let's do it. We're dropping off. Okay, show number 1, we're left with Shakespeare and the Toyota. We have the checkerboard. We have the oil on the floor of a concrete pad somewhere. We have director of Xanadu, which would have been Christopher Ashley, known for directing other things, including our show for this season and Come From Away. And then we have some records. Now, let's see. I believe our next slide is going to be, we're going to do a reveal, I think. No? Do you have to figure it out? Show number 1 is All Shook Up. There's your answer for you. A lot of people were thinking it was grease because of the grease on the ground, but no, it was oil. And our first show for our 19th season, SSTI Summer 2026, is All Shook Up. It's a fantastically fun, big cast. It's Elvis music with a storyline around it. I think our student performers are going to get excited about it. Our student performers are going to have so much opportunity, and our audiences are going to love it so very much. So we're very, very excited that show number 1 is All Shook Up. Now let's move into show number 2 and what specific clues revolved around show number 2. Okay, so here we are. We're back. Sutton Kaler, what's up, buddy? We have our picnic basket. We have our purple, which is probably lilac. We have Abe Erlinger, good old honest Abe Erlinger. I don't know if he was honest or not. And then we have the not drugs, but it's rosin on the ground. Those are our 5 clues for show number 2. Do we know? Show number 2 at SSTI, Summer 2026. Do you know? It has been greatly demanded. Somewhere, SSTI legend Anders Bandy is just dancing to heaven. As we announced, show number 2, session 2, 2026 is Oklahoma. Lots of people have requested the show from our audience, students. We've never done it. We're very, very excited to be able to bring this show to Hilton Head. I don't think there's been a production of Hilton Head, Oklahoma in quite some time. To go back over those clues really quickly, because I think you might be wondering. Sutton Kaler as Harold Hill. That's because in one of the more famous productions of Oklahoma from like 2002 that is forever found online in clips and was released on DVD back in the day when that was a thing, starred Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman, obviously, was Harold Hill most recently on Broadway. That's how we got there. There is a scene, and looking at clue number 4, there's a scene where they auction picnic baskets that gets a little bit dramatic with a little bit of the love story and competition over Laurie's affections that the picnic basket so implies. That happens in the show. Oklahoma is actually based on a play called Green Grow the Lilacs. So that is how you got the color lilac. We know Abe Erlinger tragically lost his theater namesake after a very, very short run to the St. James Theater, which is indeed where the original production of Oklahoma opened. And there's going to be a wonderful ballet section that is found within Oklahoma. Oklahoma has so many amazing dance moments within the show, famously Agnes DeMille's choreography, and we'll be visiting this giant ballet section that comprises Laurie's Nightmare kind of in the middle of the show. So that's where the ballet and the rosin jump in. So there you have it. That, my friends, is our 2026 season at SSTI. I'm so very excited to continue rolling out announcements, which will include our directors. That's going to be another fun moment where we can hop on a live and we can talk and we can get further hype about what we all get to do together if you're interested in applying, we've got a pretty strong handful of folks who have already applied for not only SSTI Tech, SSTI Musical Theater, but our week-long Tech on Deck program, which is woven in a little more this year than last year into session 2. Do take note of the dates. Our dates for this summer are a little bit different. We have backed up session 1 a week to allow a little bit more ease of accessibility in terms of everybody's school schedules. So we have done that, and gets us a quick turnaround though for SSTI session 2. So do take note of those dates. We're starting a week later, but we're ending at the same time. A few other things that we have going on this summer, just so you know, we still have our College Audition Edge program, which is more and more popular by the year. Our last class at College Audition Edge, 49 of those 49 students all received offers to go to BFA musical theater programs. For the last 2 years, it's been only for rising seniors. This year, we have a new track. We're calling it the Essentials track. We are shifting our focus from SSTI Essentials, which formerly was a program there in South Carolina. We're opening up a rising, so what you would be next summer, a rising 10th and 11th grade track within College Audition Edge. So you'll take many of the same classes and work one-on-one similarly to the way our rising seniors do within the College Audition Edge program. It's an amazing week in New York. You're going to go backstage Broadway shows. You're going to do talkbacks. You're seeing the latest and greatest shows from the season. And in every single of your 22 classes over the week, you get to work one-on-one with these amazing professors from 9 universities. There's also a new addition this year that I'm really excited about for our rising seniors. They have the option of staying an additional day and filming their pre-screens. That's normally about half the group that does that. We have partnered with Green Room 42, and on your final night in the city, before you do your pre-screens the next day, we're actually going to do a College Audition Edge showcase at Green Room 42. So all friends and family who are here in the city, maybe to pick you up or here with you, or maybe students who are in the Essentials track who are still in the city, everybody can come out to Green Room 42. We can have a celebration while you all make your New York City stage debut. So that's a really, really cool thing coming to College Audition Edge this summer in New York. That's the end of our announcements that we have here right now. I hope that this has got you excited. I hope that you'll hop online. The applications are going now. We've got a handful of folks who've already applied, like I said, and now we'll see the numbers really rocket now that we know what the shows are going to be and people can start making their summer plans. There are 2 different admissions rounds. There's a January early admission. That's for those folks who are definitely well aware of what they want to do and what they want their summer to look like, and that they're coming to SSTI no matter what. I highly recommend in our SSTI Tech worlds, if you know you're coming to SSTI Tech and you have one of the more in-demand fields like, dare I say, lighting is always a very popular one. If you are in that category, if you do feel that you are definitely coming to SSTI, I would suggest that you hop on and you do that early admissions around, because those departments are very coveted and sought after and often filled by the time we get through with early admissions. Early admissions is in January, regular admissions is in March. And if you have any questions about anything SSTI, I'm here to help. We're here to help collectively. Please reach out and ask a question. If you go to our website, there's literally a little button there that's like Ask Ben. It shoots straight to my phone, and as soon as I have a second, I'll answer back your question. But for the most part, check out the frequently asked questions on our website, and stay tuned, because lots more announcements are coming for summer 2026. I'm so excited to see you all there. I can't believe it's already time to be making this announcement, and before we know it, I'll be packing up everything SSTI up here in New York City and bringing it down to Hilton Head Island for the start of an amazing year. So for now, have a great night. Stay tuned, because we'll be announcing our directors very soon, and we'll get rocking and rolling towards summer 2026. Good night, everybody.